Today we are going to present more flashcards. This questions that may be on your real estate test. The topic of today will be property and ownership laws. How do condominiums differ from apartments? The correct answer is condominium units are sold separately and the land is owned by all unit owners in common. Explanation. Unlike apartments where the owners only own the unit, in condominiums the unit owners also share ownership of the land, usually managed by a homeowners association. What is accession? The correct answer is additions to land or property, either natural accretion or man-man annexation. Explanation. This is when land is gained through some physical action. What is adverse possession? The correct answer is the method by which a person, other than the owner of record, acquires title to real property through hostile, continuous possession for a statutory period. Explanation. Often in situations where land has been abandoned, if an individual occupies that land for a period of time defined in state statutes, he or she can claim title to the property. When an article of personal property gets attached and becomes real property, it is a. The correct answer is fixture. Explanation. An example is a faucet before and after installation. Usually screws or bolts indicate conversion from personal property into a real property fixture. What is real property? The correct answer is immovable property, land and everything permanently attached. Explanation. As opposed to personal property, real property cannot be moved and involves the land and all permanent attachments. What is severance? The correct answer is when real property is converted into personal property. Explanation. An example is when a fence on a property is removed and the wood shifts from real property, fence, to personal property, lumber. A syndicate is. The correct answer is a group of investors in making or operating a real estate investment. Explanation. When more than one entity join together to manage or make a real estate investment, it is called a syndicate. When a court gives property rights and title to a creditor, it is called. The correct answer is judicial foreclosure. Explanation. This happens when a property owner fails to perform and the court transfers the property and title to the party for which they failed to perform. Avulsion is. The correct answer is the rapid loss of land by water. Explanation. As opposed to erosion, which is the natural or gradual loss of land, avulsion, usually from a flood, is when water removes land rapidly. What is a sale-leaseback agreement? The correct answer is the owner sells the property, terminating freehold estate, but agrees to lease the property back from purchaser and retain possession, leasehold estate. Explanation. The owner of the property sells the property but gets to continue living on the property through a lease agreement with the new owner. A timeshare is. The correct answer is the guaranteed right of occupancy and use of a specific property for a specific portion of each year. Explanation. Often for vacation purposes, a timeshare allows the owner to use a dwelling for a defined duration during a specific year. A note is. The correct answer is the promise of real property as security for a loan. Explanation. As opposed to personal property where a security agreement would be used, a note is given to the lien holder in a real property transaction to secure the loan. A is a document used to transfer the ownership rights or title to real property. The correct answer is deed. Explanation. As opposed to personal property whose rights transfer with a bill of sale, a deed transfers real property rights or title. The transfer or conveyance, voluntary or involuntary, of the title of real property to another is called. The correct answer is alienation. Explanation. Alienation always occurs when title transfers from one party to another. What is it called when the remaining owners of a property acquire an owner's interest in the property after he or she dies? The correct answer is right of survivorship. Explanation. When a married person dies, his or her spouse, who also holds interest in the property, acquires the deceased's interest in the property through right of survivorship. Thank you. If you like this kind of material, please subscribe for more videos like this.